Each of these sources faces significant challenges, including safety, environmental, political, or economic hurdles, and imposes infrastructure requirements for development and delivery. Policies aimed at curbing carbon dioxide emissions will alter the energy mix, increase energy-related costs, and require reductions in demand growth. The National Petroleum Council, oil and gas guys are talking about the need for more conventional electricity. And why is that? Well, look, national legislation and international agreements to limit greenhouse gases, Copenhagen and its successor agreements, may diminish the percentage contribution of conventional fuels in the future energy mix, and many of us hope that they do. This would occur through the leveling of the playing field as fossil fuel electric generation incurs costs due to the necessity for carbon capture and storage. The future should also see the lowering of costs for renewable energy due to improved manufacturing and the introduction of new technologies. In addition, solar and wind will benefit from the imminent introduction of large-scale economic electricity storage, as well as the development and perfection of something called the smart grid. However, increasing demand for energy, and especially increases in demand for electricity, if the transportation sector is switched from internal combustion engines to electric motor vehicles, will require not only all the renewable energy that we can to be developed, but it will also require continuation of fossil fuel and nuclear-produced power as well. Now, in the U.S., there have been some highly publicized proposals that we switch our gasoline-fired vehicles to natural gas. As the former CEO of a natural gas company over here in Connecticut, who used to drive a natural gas vehicle every day, that sounds terrific, but even the supporter of that backed off and said it probably isn't practical due to the fact that we operate a low-pressure gas system. You'd need compressors to get the gas in the vehicles, all kinds of things that I tried to overcome as a CEO of a gas company. And now the proponents of it are saying, well, maybe the large fleets could be converted. So I have great sympathy for the notion of natural gas as a vehicle fleet, but I'm skeptic as to its feasibility. Hence, it seems to me the electrification of the transportation fleet, while formidable, is probably more likely. So, how do we reconcile this need for more conventional fuels in the future with our scientific consensus that the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, a product of fossil fuel conversion to motive power, is the cause of unnatural climate change? Well, we don't. We don't reconcile it. We adapt. We either remove carbon dioxide during the energy conversion process, or we remove it from the atmosphere later in large geoengineering, which we don't know. Of course, we can also lower our individual and our collective consumption. But even the most aggressive estimates of fuel efficiency, misnamed sometimes as energy conservation, since with all the engineering professors here, we know that energy is always conserved, right? The first law. So we talk about fuel efficiency, won't solve the greenhouse gas problem. Pure efficiency alone won't solve the greenhouse gas problem. Everybody's asked to do a little, but one professor recently said, well, if everybody does a little, we'll accomplish a little. Think about that. Today, carbon capture and sequestration on a scale able to retrofit an 800 megawatt or larger coal-fired power plant in operation in most countries does not exist in commercial form. Now, such equipment may be available soon, in time, and in the future if the 20 or so projects that were mentioned earlier by Ambassador Terzic as being in the G8 proposal are online by 2010. Well, 2010 is a few months away, and there are not 20 $1 billion each carbon capture and sequestration projects being developed right now. And I know that I chair the ECE committee of ad hoc experts, not the entire ECE, but just a small committee of experts on cleaner electricity. Twice a year we meet, we get an update, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to progress in carbon capture and sequestration, as we used to say in Wisconsin, we're a day late and a dollar short. We don't have the research projects underway, the pilot projects where we can get the engineering economics, the construction economics, the operating economics, where we can get the certainty of being able to connect this to the existing load. That still is way off. So, As the National Petroleum Council concluded in Hard Truths, coal, oil, and natural gas will remain indispensable to meeting total projected energy demand growth. Adding nuclear to that statement reiterates the point that conventional energy sources are here to stay for quite a while. In the context of the continuation of reliance on conventional fuels, therefore, the salutation, "The king is dead, long live the king," means also that the fossil fuel dynasty will continue for the near future. Thank you very much.